Dear students, welcome to the third session of Communication Skill class. Words are our tool of understanding and self expression. Hence, if one has to improve his language and to make spoken English more effective, one should examine every syllable and every letter. Let us begin today's session by learning the correct pronunciation of a few words. So, the first word which we are going to learn today is North. It is pronounced as north. Dear students, please mind it very carefully that in this R is silent. It is not pronounced as north, but it is north. So, the next word which we are going to learn today is Journalism, pronounced as journalism. In this, again, R is silent. It is not journalism, it is journalism. Third word is Western. Now, in this, again, R is silent. It is not Western, but it is pronounced as Western. The fourth word which we are going to learn today is Government. In this, R and N are silent and it is pronounced as government. And the last word which we are going to discuss is Anxious, which is not pronounced as anxious, but it is pronounced as anxious. So now I want that all of you should repeat these words after me. North. Very good, students. Correct. Second word is pronounced as journalism. Well done. Third word is pronounced as Western. Good. Fourth word is pronounced as government. Excellent. And the last word is pronounced as anxious. Anxious. Excellent, students. Keep it up and keep practicing these words. Now, students, let us move towards idiomatic phrases. The first one which we are going to learn today is ifs and buts. It means to make excuses. Ifs and buts don't take you far ahead in your life. Students, you also often make excuses in front of your parents and teachers when you don't complete your notes. So this is a very suitable example for that. So you can frame any sentence of your choice by using this idiomatic phrase. The second one is hotshot. It means a person who is extremely successful in his career. And a very good example of this is that Amitabh Bachchan is a hotshot film actor. You can also say that Katrina Kaif is a hotshot film actress. So once again, students, try to frame your own sentences and try to utilize it, apply it in your day-to-day conversation. Now let us move ahead and discuss words which are often confusing for all of us. One such word is medal, medal. It is used as a noun and it is an object given as a prize or mark of honor. Students, you might have won few medals during sports races and all that. So example related to this is India has won very few medals in international sports. Second similar sound is meddle, pronounced as medal. It means to interfere and it is used as a verb. For example, one should not meddle in affairs that do not concern you. means one should not meddle, one should not interfere in others' matters. Next word is gate. Gate, gate. It means an entrance. For example, this is the main gate of our school. This is the main gate of our house. Similar word is gait, pronounced as gate. It means manner of walking. I recognized him by his gait. Next is stationery with spellings stationery. Mind it, students, NERY. It is related to writing materials. For example, he deals in stationery items, or he went to purchase a stationery set. And another is with spelling NARY, also pronounced as stationary. It means fixed, not moving. For example, the sun is stationary, means it is fixed, it cannot move. Students, today I have selected a short conversation related to your favorite hobby. Suppose somebody asks you that what is your favorite hobby? At that time you should be confident enough to speak fluently in English related to it. For example, what is your hobby? I like playing sports, especially swimming. Is your hobby the same as when you were a child? You should be able to give the answer, yes, I was fond of swimming when I was a little girl. So students, this is just an example. You can tell about whatever hobby which you pursue. Maybe it is playing badminton, or it is listening to music, painting, dancing, and there are so many. Suppose somebody asks you that when did you start practicing that hobby? So you should be confident enough to give this answer, that I started swimming when I was 5 years old. Is there anybody in your family who you share your hobby with? My dad, he taught me how to swim. How much time do you spend on your hobby? I usually go to the swimming pool twice a week. So students, whatever questions may be asked related to a particular topic, you should be able to give this answer. Be confident and speak as often as possible to as many people as you possibly can. Maybe at home you can talk with your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, your siblings at home, and be confident. Don't bother about your mistakes. The more you practice, the better you are going to become. Suppose the next question can be asked, that what benefits do you get from your hobby? So swimming is really good workout. It helps me keep fit and chill out after a long day working.